Okay, I'm going to finish a little part of lesson 3 from chapter 12 for geometry. All right. Let's say, so you see multiple arcs, right? Well, there's an arc addition postulate such that the measure of arc ABC is going to equal the measure of the pieces that make it up. Is going to equal the measure of arc AB plus the measure of arc BC. Does that make sense? Here's AB, there's BC. The measure of the whole arc is equal to the measure of the two pieces that make the arc up. All right, so that's the arc addition postulate. There's another concept. Do y'all remember what a chord is? Chords are drawn inside circles. Their endpoints lie on the circle. There are two concepts that will always be true. If I tell you that chord AB equals chord DC, if those two chords are equal and I tell you that they're equal, then you can know their arcs are equal. If two chords are equal, the arcs to which they intercept are equal. So if AB equals DC, then the measure of arc AB equals the measure of arc CD. So if chord AB equals chord CD, then their arcs equal. It can go the converse as well. If I didn't know that the chords were equal, but I said the arcs were equal. So now, if the measure of arc AB equals the measure of arc CD, then I can know their chords are equal. Then chord AB is equivalent to chord CD. So it goes both ways. Equal chords means equal arcs. Equal arcs means equal chords. Got it? Equal chords means equal arcs. Equal arcs means equal chords. All right, now on to lesson 4 on page 504. Inscribed angle. For a central angle, where does the vertex lie? For a central angle. Where's the vertex of the angle? Okay, we just did this. It's in the center. The vertex lies in the center. And for a central angle, how does the measure of the angle relate to its intercepted arc? They're the same, exactly the same. For an inscribed angle, the vertex actually lies on the circle. This is inscribed. The vertex lies on the circle. We'll call that O. And the center could be anywhere in here. That could be the center of the circle. So neither of the lines has to necessarily be go through the center of the circle. But this angle, theta, intercepts arc AB. The angle for theta is going to be 1/2 the measure of arc AB. So for inscribed angles, the measure of the angle is half the intercepted arc. I could also say it the other way. If I have the angle, then the arc is twice the angle. Does that make sense? All right, so that is inscribed angles. All right, so you have your sheet, inscribed angles. First, we're just going to okay, I'm going to tell you a few other things as well. Actually, I'm going to draw another picture. Okay, that's an inscribed angle. All right, do you agree that that's a diameter? That's a diameter? Okay, now I'm going to draw an inscribed angle. All right, what's the measure of arc AB? Yes?
180.
It's 180 degrees. And theta is inscribed. And do you see that angle theta intercepts arc AB? Do you see that? Everybody see that? How does the angle relate to the intercepted arc? It's half. So what's theta? 90 degrees. All right, so 100% of the time, when an angle is inscribed in a semicircle, it's a right triangle. Got it?
Could you say that again?
Yes, 100% of the time. When an angle is inscribed in a semicircle, it's a right angle. Any angle inscribed in a semicircle is a right angle. Okay, I'm going to draw another one. All right. Do y'all see angle X? What arc does angle X intercept? What arc? Which one?
See, DC. AB.
Well, which one is it?
AB.
AB. Does everybody see that? You see that? Let's isolate it. Here's angle X. You see it intercepts AB? Okay. What about, yep.
Does that mean that, so the angle right, so angle X is right here and then down a little bit?
What?
But not down to the side.
Yeah.
Can you see what I mean?
Here's angle X.
And then you see the one where the other line crosses through it?
Yeah.
And then it makes another angle?
Well, that's a different angle.
Yes, that one.
That's a different angle. It's not labeled, is it?
So, but does it still equal 80 degrees? Or not? 'Cause-
Well, we don't know where the center is. Let's say the center is here. Okay, but you agree that angle X intercepts arc AB. So how is angle X related to AB? Angle X equals what?
80. Would equal 80.
What? 40.
Oh, 40.
Why does angle X equal 40 degrees? Because it's half of the intercepted arc. Got it?
Can't do that.
Okay. Now, angle Y. What arc does angle Y intercept?
AB.
Jack?
Wouldn't be AB as well.
It's AB as well. Does everybody see that? Does everybody see that? So what's the measure of Y? Also
40.
40 degrees. All right, so here's the postulate. Angles that intercept the same arc are equal. Angles that intercept the same arc are equal. Make sense? This is how they intercept the same arc when you have a zigzag like this. Okay, now we're back to inscribed angles. Your sheet. On 1 through 4, we're going to name the angle and the intercepted arc. Okay? Angle and intercepted arc. And you're going to tell me if it's inscribed. So yes or no, inscribed. Got it? All right, number 1, Ethan. Inscribed, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. What is the angle?
BAC.
Yes. And what's the intercepted arc?
BC.
BC. That is correct. Does everybody see that? Number 2.
It's not inscribed.
It's not inscribed. But what is the angle?
Angle LKN.
Yeah, and it's intercepted arc.
LN.
And there's no relationship between that angle and arc because it's neither inscribed nor is it central. All right? Number 3, Selby. Inscribed, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Angle.
Angle VXW. Does that work?
Say that again.
Angle
VXW. Yes. What's the arc?
VW.
Yes. Luke. 4. Inscribed, yes or no? No. What kind of angle is that?
That's
Central angle. All right, what's the angle? Yes. And the arc? LK. Yes. All right, 5. Jack. You're actually going to solve.
I think angle A is 40.
Angle A is 40 degrees. That's right. Its intercepted arc is 80. So the question mark is 40. Okay. Who's Chris, number 6. Chris, I want you to look at angle XWV. You see angle XWV?
Yes,
What's the measure of XWV?
I was thinking 90.
You were thinking right. 90 degrees. Okay. Now, what's the measure of the question mark arc? What's that arc name?
I don't know.
WV. That's the name of it.
Oh, yeah.
Got it? Now, what's the measure of WV?
WB, I got 48.
How'd you get 48? Okay, what's the measure of the angle inscribed that intercepts arc WV? Chris, I want you to look. You see WXV. You see that angle?
Yes.
WXV. That angle WXV intercepts that WV arc. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that angle WXV? What's the measure?
It's 40.
42. It's an inscribed angle. How do inscribed angles relate to their intercepted arcs?
Are equal?
They're not equal. That's a central. It's, this angle is what? The arc.
2 times.
The angle is half the arc. So the arc is twice the angle.
I'm very confused.